And just to give you an idea of what it sounds like without any effects at all, I just want to show you. Oh boy! What's going on, guys? Nobody asked for this, but I see a couple people doing it on the Bad Snacks Discord server, so I figured, you know what? Why not? So today I'm going to be breaking down my submission for the Bad Snacks Beet Battle 12, titled Snowstorm. It looks like I'm high. I'm not high. It's just bright outside, okay? My skin is glowing today. My voice is cracking. Everything's just falling apart. So we start off with this thing. As you can see, I named it Reverse Thing because I honestly don't know what to call it. But basically what I did was I took the piano loop that Jamie provided us. I took that and I chopped it. I decided to make a sort of like a pop dance hall type thing, and I added a bunch of H delay on it. So I started playing it and then I turned on H delay, and this is the effect that it did. Sort of like a winding up kind of motion. I reversed all of it and I decided to do what was once winding up, wind down to go into the song. I made a different session because I thought I was going to go in a different direction for this song. Like I said, I was going to do like a pop dance hall / electronic thing, and it probably would have been cool if I, like, you know, stuck it out or whatever. But then I got to Tascam drums and I realized that that's not what I wanted to do. When I got to these Tascam drums, I don't even know if I'm saying it right. Tascam, I don't know. I decided to take the hi-hats from a different drum loop that was provided to us in the sumac loop, and also one of the open hi-hats that was in that sumac loop as well, and I put it all together. Put Abbey Road saturator on it, glue, and then reverb and autofiller for a different, for later on. We haven't gotten there yet. Chill. So that's pretty dope. Once I figured out that these were the drums that I wanted and that this was the sort of rhythm that I wanted to go with, it triggered a sort of Yasuke type vibe, sort of like Flying Lotus. If you haven't watched Yasuke, I would highly recommend it. Flylo did an amazing job on the score. But it took me to this sort of like lo-fi trip hop type thing. And I took the R2D2 chord and didn't really do nothing. I just took the main chords that you hear and I just had at it. You even get that cool like R2D2 talk in the back. And then the downbeat bass, I don't usually use bass as it's intended. For the last beat battle, I used it as a sort of synth arpeggiator thing. And then I made my own bass with a different sound. Altogether, it sounds like this. And then atmosphere down here, in case you're wondering. This is from the Zap loop. There were two big inspirations for this submission. One of them, like I said before, was Flylo, and then the other one is Christian Scott, Atunde Adjua. More specifically, Twin, the song Twin by Christian Scott. Taking that same idea here and just doing these short melodic ideas for saxophone, I thought it would play out really cool. In case you're wondering, auto-tune is for later, and then I EQ'd it. I put a vocal blender on it, reverb, phaser thing, and then smushed it. The vocal blender I used to, I didn't know, I'm kind of cheesing the whole one external instrument thing, because I didn't know if one external instrument meant like one instrument like saxophone, or one instrument like not just keep it to one track, you know. I didn't want to create multiple tracks and do like multiple saxophones, because then that would technically be like, you know, multiple saxophones instead of just using one saxophone. Let me just put this vocal blender effect on it to create an octave above and then an octave below. So here I'm playing the low octave, and then vocal blender is adding a higher octave to it. Here we have everything but drums. I chopped it and I just started smacking away at the same pad. Pitched it down. So here I brought R2D2 back, and I really wanted to create the ambience of being caught in a snowstorm. I've never seen snow before. I've only ever seen it in movies and stuff. I'm thinking of like Star Trek, when Chris Pine gets thrown out of the Enterprise, and he ends up in this like snowy planet where it's just snowing all the time, and it's very desolate. It's only him with like a couple of creatures that like chase him. Basically, I wanted to capture that kind of environment where it's like it's you alone, like in a desolated area, and it's just like it's lonely, it's cold, nobody can hear you if you yell, and basically that's what the reverb on the saxophone is trying to capture, at least. Along with the atmosphere, I think it makes a really good atmosphere. I keep saying this word. And then the Juno bass in the orange is the downbeat. The downbeat sound as it was intended. But then down here, I decided to take it and take this part in the middle and loop it. Actually, I think I reversed the clip first, and then I took this part in the middle, looped it, did some multipand, saturator, more saturator, max bass, and then I sidechained it to very mask it, because it doesn't sound too convincing as a sub bass. I really just wanted like a boo, and I didn't know how to do that other than this. And even though it sounds like kind of scuffed on its own, I think with the sidechain and with everything else going on, I think it gets masked pretty good. So here's what it sounds like alone. So you can see like it without the sidechain, you'll just hear like dung 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 dung, like it'll sound weird, but in context. In context, I think it sounds pretty good. So let me talk structure really quick. I don't really have any markers besides sax solo and then sax delay and wetness activated. Obviously, you have the intro with the reverse thing, and then you have the 8-bar intro part 2 with just the drums and the chord, and then saxophone comes in, does a little mini verse, and then once R2D2 comes back, this is kind of the chorus. This is the chorus because it's going to come back later on. Once the chorus finishes, we go into quote-unquote sax solo. And in case you don't know what that sounds like, here's what it sounds like. couple things going on here. Obviously, I pointed out the phaser and me f***ing around with the envelope. Never really done anything like that before, so that was pretty cool. Did a pretty decent and subtle job at creating a new section where the, a new melodic idea gets introduced. So again, still sticking to the short, simple melodic ideas, but at the same time trying to be as emotional and as effective with it as I could. That part ends, and then we get into sax delay and wetness activated. And then we're back to the chorus. So what's going on in the saxophone? Well, this is altissimo. I'm not going to go into what altissimo is, but basically I'm just going really, really high on my saxophone. And just to give you an idea of what it sounds like without any effects at all, I just want to show you. Oh boy, that is spicy. That was a lot worse than I was expecting it to. I'm like, let me show you what it sounds like without the effects. Well, hold on, do I know what it sounds like without the effects? I'm a little rusty, Chops are a little rusty. So we're just gonna, yeah. I know I said I'm playing really high there. This is like super duper high. So over here, I'm not actually playing this super duper high note. In fact, it's just this over here. Raised an octave. But it fits melodically. I think it works perfectly with what it has before. I think that sounds okay. Oh yeah, so this is chirp. I forgot to mention this part. That's the chirp. That's what I do with chirp. I thought it was pretty cool to put at the beginning and then at the end of these bars. Actually, I think you could hear it more over here. Downbeat. Booty booty. Then we got the outro, and you can see the reverb and the auto filter are activated. I forgot to say R2D2 has Abbey Road saturator, sidechain, auto filter for the end, I believe. No, is that here? Okay, so I don't actually know when I turned this auto filter on. Okay, I never turned it on. It's here for no reason. Okay, and then Old Faithful RC20. So anyways, that's basically it. That's my submission for the Bad Snacks Beet Battle 12. If you want to listen to it, it's on SoundCloud. I'd imagine the majority of people watching this are from the Discord server, so chances are you probably already heard it. If not, well then you're hearing it right here. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you. Go check out my other things on Spotify, Apple Music, follow me on Instagram, all that stuff. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. I rarely ever post, but when I do, it's pretty good. Follow me on Twitch too. Last time I streamed was in September, but you know, making a comeback. All right. Love you. Have a good day.